And we're live on Litvak Leadership Live. Today is Wednesday, September 16th, and I have my good friend Barry Butler with me. And earlier, hey Barry, how are you today?
I'm doing fantastic.
Awesome. So earlier today, I had said that Barry was from Abbotsford, British Columbia, but I've been corrected. Barry is actually, since he's 3 years old, you told me in the pre-show?
And so I was just a little 3-year-old, yeah.
Since he was 3 years old, Barry is actually from, and I'm going to look at it so I say it right, Port Coquitlam. Or if you say it like a local, I guess it's Port Coquitlam.
Correct.
Now you say it to see if I sound like a local Canadian.
Port Coquitlam.
Yeah, I don't sound like that, but that's okay. That's okay. So Barry and I are in a group together where we exchange knowledge and learn about social media and marketing theory and all that. And the first thing I want to talk about with Barry, as people are coming on today, is, we're in this pandemic, or so people say. Hey, Bruce, how you doing? Bruce is waving at us. And so we're in this pandemic, and all kinds of people all over the world have lost their job or been laid off or various things like that. And my friend Barry, what does Barry do? Barry goes out and gets a brand new job and leaves his employer of 19 years, I think it was, to go work somewhere brand new. So Barry, what in the world possessed you to say, hey, I want to work somewhere else?
Well, there were a number of things. The first of all being the second the pandemic hit and businesses started to close, bars started to close, people started going to home, getting laid off. My business shut down, solid. No sales, and being a full commission salesman, that was a little tough. So, so number one, not much to lose. However, I did have a number of clients, long-term clients at my previous firm, and business had slowed right down with some of them. Okay. And I had been doing some innovative things that were new to me. Part of why I joined this Megamind group, and that was I started reaching out to people on LinkedIn and Facebook, and then I got into business Facebook, and I had already connected in my local community, doing some networking with some closed private Facebook groups.
All right,
which were mostly business Facebook groups, and I started doing video. So I said, well, what the heck do? I got to reach out to people. I had a lot of large customers who had already done their buying. They weren't buying. They were shutting down. They were going remote. And I had to figure out, well, if I can't sell, I got to reach out and find some new people and help them.
You got to find the prospects.
So I went fishing in my local community. We have a chamber of commerce that encompasses three cities. Okay. And I started reaching out to those people, and I thought, well, we all need the same thing, right? And the first thing that happens is everybody gets isolated. They're home. They don't know what to do. A lot of people laid off. So I started talking to some of my suppliers who, of course, I'm not selling anything. I buy from them to give to you. So they're not selling anything. So I figured, well, people don't have money. People are being laid off, or they're cutting their hours.
Yeah.
So what a business is going to do to stay top of mind? Because in March we didn't know how long this is going to go, and it's continuing. It's going to continue for a while. We know that
it was going to go 2 weeks, then it was going to go a month. Then people said, "I'm tired of this. I'm going out anyways." But there's still issues, as people people are saying there's issues.
Exactly, and it was kind of awkward. I mean, if you're a brick and mortars company, you don't have, or a small retailer, you don't have the phone numbers. You might not have the emails of the people walking your door every day. So I was thinking, well, I got to help people reach out. I got to figure out how I'm going to reach out. So I started showing things like, this is a seed paper product. Actually, so it's
seed. Wait. You said it's seed paper.
Seed paper. So it's eco paper embedded with seeds.
Okay.
We make postcards, greeting cards.
So why is okay? So let me interrupt you a second.
Sure.
So seed paper versus tree paper. Why is seed paper better? Because I'm assuming that's what you're inferring.
Number one, seed paper is recycled paper, recycled compost fiber.
So it's not made from
you're not cutting down trees to make this. It's eco-friendly, and so instead of putting your message, on virgin paper, which
Right.
is cutting down trees, you're putting it on recycled paper, and the customer gets the benefit is after they've read your message, they
Right.
have this little shape or the whole postcard in seed paper, and they can plant it. They can put it in a little pot. They can put it in the ground.
So seed paper is actually
flowers,
a seed?
vegetables.
So like I can order tomato seed paper and grow tomato plants?
Yes. But here's the secret. You can put that in a standard envelope, goes first class mail, Canada or US. Right? Can
I put pepperoni seeds in it and grow pepperoni and sell it to Annie's Pizza from Louisville, Kentucky?
That's up to them.
Okay.
But I would say the health inspector would say no.
Okay.
Yeah. But so we distribute these in US and Canada, and there's fun shapes. You can do business cards. You can do wedding favors, placement cards.
Seed paper.
Yes.
This is blowing my mind.
Here's something for local realtor. They're always sending out stuff.
Right.
So we make custom shapes. So this could be a pizza. It could be a pizza shape, right? And we embed it with oregano and basil seeds. So
that is cool.
So the whole key was what's cool, fun, innovative, and is going to get your name in front of your customer, your prospect, because we're going, months out. People are going to forget you, or they're going to find another company, right?
Right.
Because maybe somebody opens quicker than you do, or whatnot, and they're just going to totally forget you, and you're going to have maybe old, customers that you've been dealing with for years, whether you're selling pizza or you're a convenience store owner, or you're a salon. So these were things that I was sharing with people. I know you're broke. I know business is down. Maybe your business is shut, but you still gotta advertise and get in front of your customers, right?
So Kenny Mayberry from Annie's Pizza in Louisville is asking, is the paper affordable? And he only cares about pizza advertising, but I think the world just cares about the first 4 words. Is the paper affordable?
Absolutely. We're not talking $5. We're talking, if you're doing a decent quantity, like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 pieces.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing you could put in with the pizza, right? You want maybe like come back next time and get 10% off or a free topping. So, if it's like get 4 toppings for 3 or something like that. Or, with your next hair rinse, get a free scalp massage or
now you're talking scalp massage.
That's right.
Very good.
See, we can get you into a salon.
Yeah.
So
can you
they're custom. So it's 4-color process.
So can you choose the kind of seeds?
Yes, it's limited, but
right.
You can choose from what's available. Absolutely. So and then from there it says, I got inspired. So how else can people stay in touch with their customers? So I just started going on and talking about video. And when you post, like I said, I have 4 business groups that I belong to in Facebook in my local community. So I would post stuff and I can see, well, what else are people posting, right? And then comment, and that takes time. And then, as more people are using it, you get 1,000 posts and every day, and like, oh, I can't list all this.
Right.
But I went through and say, well, what's interesting to me? But then I went through and say, well, I know somebody who is looking for, like, there's a real estate guy. They also do auto insurance. So, but he was only posting in one of those groups, and altogether I have 6 groups. So I just shared his stuff to other people in my neighborhood.
So could you sell? So was the seed paper the thing that got you to switch companies? Because that was where we started it. Because
I'm sorry.
Why did you switch? And you said, well, Sean, it's because of seed paper. And I was like, wow, really?
Well, things slowed down.
Okay.
There was nothing to lose. Things were a little stale. My office is 2 hours away from me. So I wasn't going into the office. And I had already been working at home for a while. And as I started doing these videos and doing these posts, and sometimes throwing in, here's an idea, like we talked about, here's some mints or whatever. I was like, help, sell, help, sell, help. And here's an example. And my industry is very tight. It's very personal. We have drinks with our competitors. We have drinks with our suppliers. We get together and have functions.
Yep.
So I have a few of them who are friends on my Facebook and my LinkedIn.
All right.
And the owner of Sudden Impact had been watching and commenting regularly, saying, hey, that's great. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing an awesome job. I love your video. And it wasn't just like. It was like he was taking the time to comment. And then one day he said, by the way, I'm hiring, right? So I figured it's slow, not a lot going on except the work I was doing, the prospecting, finding new contacts, etc. And it was time to look at what else was available. So it was basically just taking a fresh start. I was at the bottom, things were stale, dynamics had changed at my old company, but it's a great company. I'm not going to knock them for that.
Right.
They'd been around about the same time as Sudden Impact had, but I had changed. Sudden Impact was doing things differently, and I saw tools that were beneficial, not just for me, but for my customers. Because the better I am, the better service I can provide them. And that was the big key, is if I move, how's that going to benefit my customers? So that was one of the first things. It's the same deal. I sell, I make money. If I don't sell, I don't make money. So how can I improve that situation? And they enabled me to do that. So I'm freshly set up, new hardware, new software, a showroom. I have a showroom. Well, I also have a showroom at Sudden Impact. It's closer for me, and it's all working from home.
So what I really want to know is pick up that tin of mints that you had. Okay, so that tin of mints, is it made out of seed paper? And after I eat the mints, can I plant it?
No, but they're very tasty, and we do have flavors.
You do have so it's not possible. Is it possible to get a seed paper mint tin?
No. Seed paper is mostly flat, And
do you do seed paper Christmas cards?
Absolutely. Wedding cards, invitations, Christmas cards, bar mitzvahs, birthdays.
So one of the questions that we got, where did it go? Here we go, is when should companies be thinking about Christmas items or Hanukkah items or whatever items people are giving away in December? When should companies start thinking about that?
The time to think about it is right now. So I actually did a segment on one of my videos about this, is time is on your side. So there's a process. Number one is, who am I going to be giving Christmas gifts or Christmas cards to?
Mm-hmm.
How much money can I afford to spend? So you want a budget, of course. And maybe you want to tier your gift giving. Maybe you got customers that come to you once a year. Maybe you have customers doing business with you all the time. Maybe you got people referring business. So you want to tier your gift giving. So you want to figure that out. So one of the things you can do is you can go to our website, suddenimpact.ca, and
you're in Canada, so it's CA.
We're in Canada.
Just throwing that out there. Everyone realizes CA. Okay.
Yeah. And we deliver to and from Canada and the US. We have suppliers in the US, so we print and ship from US sites to US sites. We print and ship from the US to Canada and vice versa from Canada to US. We have suppliers they've got all the logistics, pricing for US, pricing for Canada. That stuff is simple. But if you think about it right now, you can figure out what your budget is, and you can call me. You can email Barry at suddenimpact.ca and say, Barry, we're an insurance company or we're a pizza shop, and we want to do something because we have customers who buy pizza, a couple times a week. Or we have businesses that come in and they buy multiple pizzas for their big meetings and stuff like that all the time. We want to do something nice for them. So you can leave that in my hands.
Okay, so I work for a janitorial company, and professionally, when I'm not doing my side gig of Litvak Leadership, if I wanted to send out janitorial gifts, that said, we're cleaner, safer, and healthier, what would you recommend?
Well, it probably wouldn't have to do necessarily with the janitorial stuff, right?
Okay.
But you could, in your branding, like let's say you're going to do a coffee tumbler or something, you could throw your logo on it and then your little catchphrase, your little slogan on the other side.
Sure.
Whatever it is, I think you should make it personal, and you want to make it about the customer. So you probably have a large range of customers. Most businesses do. And you want to think about, where are these people? How are they going to use it? Are they going to use it in their car? Are your customers sitting at a desk all day long? Are they mobile salesmen like some of our friends are? They're out on the road all the time. Do most of them go camping?
On the road all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what you want to think about. And you certainly want to throw the theme of your company into it, but you want to make it about the customer, not them. But, I just want to do one thing is for our, I think it was a pizza customer. They were interested in when do we start? And the reason I say start now is we're going to back this up. You want if you're going to run around or figure you got to drop ship and find addresses for your customers and stuff like that and send it directly to their home, that we have to think about that this year. As we get closer to Christmas, our suppliers, are selling more orders. The more orders they sell, they might run out of something. So you might think, well, maybe I like this really nice velour blanket for my customer. And then you come to me 2 months later in early November and they're sold out. Now we got to start all over again.
Blanket?
Well, you could, but it wouldn't last very long.
But would I be able to plant an entire garden? Can you put different types of seed on a seed paper blanket? I mean, wouldn't that be a unique Christmas gift?
That would be expensive. That would be expensive.
Okay.
That would be expensive. What I would think is buy something like this, cut it up into tiny little pieces, and then spread it out.
And throw it out. Make it rain. That's
right. And then just toss it and add some dirt, and you're going to be happy. So, number one, we don't want disappointment. You want a good couple of weeks before Christmas. I don't know when Christmas is in the week, but you want a good couple of weeks because maybe you're going to mail some. Maybe you got to mail some across the country. Maybe your reps or you are going to go individually around to the businesses or the homes of your customers and give them out. Or maybe there's a maybe you're waiting for them to actually come in the door. You know they're going to come into your door in the next month or so. So maybe you want them even earlier so you can take it out and say, here's your Christmas gift. Maybe at the beginning of December or the end of November, right? Like you would Christmas cards. You don't wait till Christmas Day to send out Christmas cards.
I just think seed paper is, I don't know, man. Put comments in here. I'm thinking giving people seed paper, writing a lovely note on it in a gel ink pen, because isn't gel ink like sustainable? And you write a lovely note and you end it with, now go plant this and be a sustainer, or something like that. I just feel the
Let our
love
relationship grow.
of the environment.
Growing your relationship.
Oh, very good. That's dry.
Yeah,
dry
and I
humor.
mean, so this is, the postcard kind, right? So you can do this all in seed paper and just mail it, put a stamp on the back, right? We print both sides for you, whatever your message is. Or this one is like regular, so that means it won't, if it gets wet, it's not going to disintegrate. And we put a shape on it. So that could be a Christmas ornament. This is for Earth Day. But that could be Thanksgiving. I know in the States, Thanksgiving's a big deal for you guys. So maybe, you get something like this in a few weeks before Thanksgiving. You start writing these up and getting them out to your prospects, customers, those people who throw business your way, and send them a little thank you. And then they get this little gift.
Do you have gravy paper, where after you read the card and you toss it in a saucepan and add a little water, it turns into gravy?
No, but I can look if you want. Barry's willing to do anything.
I mean, I would think gravy paper would be a great Thanksgiving tchotchke, wouldn't it?
Gravy paper.
Gravy paper. Come on, people.
Well,
what do
it
you
get
think?
A little oily.
What about gravy paper? All right, maybe not. So, Barry, when we were talking earlier today about different things to talk about, and of course this has gone a completely different direction than we started, all because you said seed paper. Just remember that. You were talking about helping others by engagement, especially in the community. So, talk a little bit about that.
Well. One thing is a lot of people, especially, in March, were thinking, I'm all alone. I don't have a backup. I don't, my Randy likes gravy paper. I got to look into that. So people were feeling isolated, alone. They were maybe doing their work, stuffing paper, maybe. They were working from home, feeling isolated.
Yeah.
So they didn't have, other than their colleagues or their boss at work, who are also at home, or maybe some of them laid off, feeling isolated. So I had thankfully already had some connections with networks in the Chamber of Commerce, and call them kind of like splinter groups, small groups of people who are associated with the chamber who have masterminds and started doing video. So I started just reaching out to people on video and, going on LinkedIn and saying hi and sending them a quick little note or sending them a quick little video. And all of a sudden I started getting invitations. I've got a bunch of people, there was a networking group. And they said, well, we can't do our networking over breakfast anymore. So we're going to do it on Zoom and we're going to open it up to a bunch of people. Would you? So now I've got 3 of those. I get 3 invites a week to do those. So I started meeting people. Those people said, Barry, can I friend you on Facebook? Can we connect on LinkedIn? Can we, do a Zoom meeting, one-on-one? So
people ask you if they can friend you on Facebook. Do you have a questionnaire that you send them in advance to see if you're willing to accept their friendship?
They just hear me talk and they want to be friends.
So all of you here that aren't friends with Barry, you need Kenny. I know you're not friends with Barry yet. If you want pepperoni paper, you need to go make friends with Barry. So go on, engaging the community.
Yeah, so that's where I started, and the same thing with on my Facebook, my regular Facebook private page, I have friends, family, and customers and suppliers. So I had just one place. That's all I had to go. And I would start showing, business stuff and getting comments from my family. And then they started, saying, well, I don't know if this is worth anything, but you should call my boss at XYZ company, or you should talk to this supplier of mine, or this guy who supplies me, one of my vendors. I think I know he buys pens. Barry, talk to the guy. So that really started, at least I had something, I had some traction going. So, but if you're, Joe employee working at home, and maybe you're in administration and you're not well connected on LinkedIn, Facebook, it's time to just Google your local chamber of commerce or your trade association and say, hey, I'm alone. They'll have solutions for you. Our Chamber of Commerce is over 900 members. They started throwing out there all kinds of things like, employee benefits for the COVID, business grants, and then networking. They knew that. They knew also that they were having a lot of emotional issues, a lot of anxiety, and there was a lot of help for that. So all you have to do is reach out, and then that's a start. I instantly had access to 900 people.
Wow!
Just by asking, right?
So did you have to join the Chamber of Commerce, or did they just invite you in?
Well, I actually had a membership. It had lapsed, and somebody there said, "Oh, Barry, I know you're working from home. We've opened this up to everybody. When COVID's business is back to normal, and it's not going to be normal ever. We're going to go back to only members can be part of the private group." So that opened it up. So it's probably more than 900 people. So if I was doing a video on how to stay top of mind, or engagement, or using promotional products for your business, I would post that there. And I had 3 other groups. I had a neighborhood group where there's 200 members, and it was a neighborhood business group. So, I would go there, and then I would go and see, once a week, go see what other people are saying. And of course, you got a big long thread. So
how are you engaging all these people then?
Comment. If
seed paper?
Not seed paper. Not seed paper. Not yet. Only to my customers. But with these people, number one, the people posting are the ones who are engaging, right?
Right, absolutely.
Right. So help them by commenting and sharing, like I was talking about the insurance guy, right? And then there was somebody who was doing holistic health, right? And I figured, well, I know some people are into yoga, and they're into that, and they eat greens, and they're vegans, and so I figured, well, I got a lot of those people. I'm not going to point them out, so I just share. I shared it to all my groups. So their message, say it was that 200 group. Now I've helped them reach out to maybe over 1,000 people just by helping them share. And then they're seeing me, and I'm getting, thanks, Barry. So when they see my stuff, it's going to come back at me. They're going to at least look at it. If they have a friend or a business partner or a company that needs stuff, they're going to get back to me. I did a thing on chocolate, and I actually shared it to my
just chocolate.
Eating chocolate.
Eating. Okay, I thought it was seed chocolate.
No, not seed chocolate.
Okay.
Belgian chocolate.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. And I figured, for a lark, I'm going to put this into my alumni group. And somebody I went to high school with so many years ago said, I can use some of those. I can use some of that for my business. Can you please send me some samples? And of course, the deal was, if you connect with me, I'll send you free chocolate samples. And so that worked out.
Hey, I connected with you. I never got chocolate.
Yet.
But you know what I really want? Take a guess.
Seed paper.
Seed paper. Oh, okay. So the sticking with the janitorial theme, because we have an obligatory janitorial question every single day. Yours is going to be different. What do you have in your repertoire of inventory that can help people clean?
Help people clean. Well, we do have car cleaning items, snow brushes, squeegees, snow brushes, what do you call them? Ice scrapers.
Sure.
We have, hey, this would be good for somebody who is taking their cleaning supplies and moving it around from place to place.
Yeah, what do you got?
This could be for your employees. We have those trunk organizers.
Ah.
Yeah. So your logo goes on the trunk organizer. When they're not using it, like an accordion, all folds up nice, and so it ships nice and small. And we have different sizes. So, if you want a big industrial one, we have a big industrial one. Another good thing for cleaning would be duffel bags. So we have a lot of different tough duffel bags. Just a nice roll duffel that's nice and long. You can get all your cleaning supplies in there, something like that. I have to look at what else. I know we have things like spray bottles and stuff like that. So if you want a spray bottle that's printed with a logo on it, because you probably refill your spray bottles.
Do you know what a Johnny Mop is?
Think so.
It's like a piece of plastic, and it's got like a soft pom-pom head on it.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have one of those made out of seed paper?
No.
Okay.
No. I only sell things that will last, and that's a one-use item.
That would be a one-use item. Well, Barry, shockingly, we've gone 30 minutes already. It's amazing. Let me ask you one quick question, and then the floor is yours for 2 minutes. Brian Monahan wants to know, do you have sanitizer PPE items?
Coming out of my ears. Yes.
Okay.
Up to here.
Up to here. Good.
So we have industrial size ones. So like if you have a business and maybe you want to give it to the business next door. So when their customers are coming in, they're seeing your logo and say, hey, here's a gift for my neighbor, the pizza guy next door or the hair salon next door.
Sure.
We also have the personal size. So we have a 1 ounce bottle with a little flip. So you just squeeze it out. 2 ounce bottle, 3.4 ounce bottle. We say that because in Canadian, that's 100 mils or 3.4 ounces.
The metric system.
The metric system.
And
those are available both in US and Canada. And we have fabulous options for masks. So if you need something that's really industrial, you know what, like my people have to work and they have to be close to each other.
Right.
Unlike the people in the supermarkets who don't give a damn. Pardon me. We have 3-layer masks that come with insertable filters. So you use the filter for a few days.
Seed paper. Okay, go ahead.
No. I haven't tried that one.
You
try that. But certainly, and then we have printable. So like here's one. We did a full custom print on this one.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
So this one has the adjustable nose hook, right? It's 2-ply, and it's got a little opening in the middle to insert a filter. A filter.
So Barry, when people watch this video later, watch this video later, and you want them to remember something about you, what is it that you want to be imprinted upon their mind?
That if they work with me, or they work with anybody, they got to ask the question, How is this going to impact my customer? If it's a gift, it's not about them. It's about the recipient, whether it's your employee or your customer or student or volunteer. It's about them. And have a plan. What do you want to get out of buying your promotional products? Why? Why are you buying promotional products? Because you want to be a nice guy and at the trade show give away pens? What, instead of buying 1,000 pens, you could buy 25 really nice gifts and keep them under the table. And when somebody engages you, say maybe you're in real estate and says, I'm looking for a house right now, or I just fired my real estate agent and I need somebody to sell my house quick, because if I don't, I can't buy the house I want to buy.
Right. Yep.
Right?
Yep. Know how that works.
That's a good lead. So boom, maybe you come out with a $10 blanket, or a really nice $10, $15 mask, or we have kits like whole mask kits with hand sanitizer and a mask and gloves, and say, hey, this is for you. Thank you very much. Here's my card. Let's make an appointment now. They make the appointment now. You give them a really nice gift, or maybe a $15 nice coffee mug or something like that. Instead of 1,000 pens, of which half will end up in the garbage, some might not even make it home, and very few may ever even get used. They might. Pens have their place if they're used properly. So have a plan. Think about a budget. Don't make it about you. Make it about the person you're selling it to or giving it to. And don't think you have to go online and figure it all out. That's my job. That's why I'm here. That's why if you're dealing with another agency, Eastern Canada or somewhere else, ask questions, know what you're going to get, have expectations.
They don't want to deal with another agency. They want Barry Butler at Sudden Impact.
We're going to make it happen, right? And we're going to give people options. You don't have to figure out all those tiny details. And you'll get a presentation that's going to give you all the information you need.
Awesome.
And you get a free sample. So you say, Barry, I am interested in those. Well, let's get a sample on the way and make sure you love it. If I maybe gave you, three options, maybe I'll send all three, and then you got them in your hands. If there's another decision maker, you can say, here's what I got. Here's the price. Here's the details. Here's how, when we have to decide to get it here in time for our event. We work all of that out. And I'm not gonna show you something that isn't A, gonna deliver in time, B, be over your budget, or B, so horrible that your customers are gonna hate it and it's gonna end up in a drawer, or they're gonna give it to her kid, or to the Salvation Army. So we work all that out and we make it easy. Has nothing to do with the price, has nothing to do with the promotional products. It has to do about what's right for the result you're looking for.
Ladies and gentlemen, is Barry Butler with Sudden Impact. He is here to help you with all your company branded needs, whether it be pens, chocolate, or my new favorite item of all, seed paper. If you're not friends with Barry Butler on Facebook, you should be. If you can't find him, message me and I will hook the two of you up. Thank you, Barry, for being on the show today. I greatly appreciate your time. You are a guest unlike any other thus far. You are a true salesman after my own heart. So thank you. Ladies and gentlemen,
Sean.
Tomorrow we'll be back with another guest yet. Yes, this is Litvak Leadership, and we've been live. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, everyone.